No apologies. Hillary Clinton once again refusing to say that she's sorry for using a private email account and server while she was Secretary of State. The Democratic frontrunner insisting in an interview with the Associated Press that she did nothing wrong, saying, quote, "What I did was allowed by the State Department. It was fully above board. Everybody in the government with whom I emailed knew that I was using a personal email, and I've said it would have been a better choice to have had 2 separate email accounts. And I've also tried not only to take responsibility because it was my decision, but to be as transparent as possible." But this comes as a second intelligence review confirms that top secret emails were in fact on Mrs. Clinton's personal server, including information about North Korea's nuclear weapons. Okay, before we get into that, you're laughing, Mike, but the transparent as possible is such a joke. She deleted over 30,000 emails. We still don't know if the server has been taken by the FBI. She hasn't been transparent at all.
No, nor has the administration. And, of course, the administration started out by saying how transparent they were going to be all those years ago. 2 things. One, nobody knows how to apologize anymore. You notice every apology is, "I'm sorry if you took offense at what I did." Nobody ever comes out, and she's certainly not going to. And the other part is, look, I spent a lot of years handling classified and compartmentalized information. And all I can tell you, I'm not an expert on Hillary's handling of her materials, but from everything that's come out so far and has been confirmed during the course of this, if I had done that, I would be in jail for that. I would have been railroaded out, escorted out of the agency.
Perp walked, probably.
Yeah, and I would have been doing time. And so that's all I know. And I look at her, and I look at their treatment of Petraeus, and obviously he got a misdemeanor, right? But it's a double standard that I don't think is actually at the end of the day going to hurt her, meaning I don't think that the general public at the end of the day is going to make her pay for that.
Oh, I disagree.
Really? I hope you're right.
I disagree so much because I think that when you watch her in these interviews and you watch her not apologize and do the non-denial denial, I think most Americans at home don't want to drill down into the details. They have busy lives. They have kids to get to school. But when you watch her and you listen to her, you just have the sense she's lying. I think for Americans at home sitting on the couch, when she's talking and she's making excuses and she's hitting the word nothing marked classified, they see through that.
Right, and the number one word association with her, we learned last week, Harris, was the word liar.
All right, so David Muir with World News Tonight on ABC is going to sit down with her. That was announced this morning. And so what will that look like? Is he going to give her a foot
rub like Andrea Mitchell did?
I don't know, but I've often said that he is as bright as he is good looking. So let me get on the record with that.
We go to the same gym, I can vouch.
All right, my point with saying that, though, is so we're seeing her sit down with more news anchors. We saw her with Andrea Mitchell on Friday, so this will be the 3rd in as many days. I know she's doing a late talk show tonight, a kind of a different concept there, more along the lines of Ellen. But, I think the big issue here is she was the person who last time around said she was going to take that 3 a.m. phone call. Why can't she tell the difference between yoga pants and wedding plans in an email and the intel community's highest classification of government-sensitive material in an email? Why can't she tell the difference? My old pastor used to put it this way. She was equivalent maybe in charge of the megachurch. Why give her the entire community of churches if she can't handle one?
Right. And so we've said, Kennedy, at best, I mean, she's very incompetent and didn't understand the rules of classified and non-classified, which I don't think anyone believes that she is that incompetent, especially because she went out of her way to set up this server and pay that employee, we learned, from the State Department's coffers, even though she lied and said it was the Clinton Foundation. She just keeps getting mired in these lies.
No, I think she's unethical. I think she's immoral. I think what she has done is dangerous. I think, there are a lot of, and Mike, you can speak to this, a lot of national security secrets and interests that could have been totally compromised, and the FBI is never going to get to the depth of that until, we know how far they delve into that server. And I have confidence that they will get access to that. But I actually do think that given her immorality and her lack of ethics, she's actually incompetent on top of that. And, when people realize that there is that great coupling, then they will consciously uncouple from her. And that's why you see that her political career is in a little bit of free fall right now.
Yeah, because incompetence and willful deceit, they're not mutually exclusive in this case.
Yeah, no, she's too smart not to have known what she was doing. And again, mishandling classified information in the way that she has, whether it was because she was incompetent or because she was arrogant and felt the rules didn't apply to her, for anyone else would result in charges and jail time. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
I want to ask you during overtime about what the CIA thinks about this because of what happened to Petraeus. Because any treatment different than what Petraeus got will be special treatment for her.